we've been seeing articles like this for quite a while, and articles that, you know, are closely related to the same sentiment. When you talk about gamers pull back wallets as video game spending dips again. There have been a lot of articles about things like this over the past year and a half to 2 years, as well as not just industry articles about the industry spending from a consumer standpoint, looking at the numbers that are being invested in the industry, looking at what consumers are spending, but also from big companies in the industry talking about how, you know, basically gaslighting us and stuff, right? Like, they're making the same quality games they always have and we don't buy them anymore and stuff like that, which isn't really true. But I think that as things get more expensive, Nintendo, we are less likely to spend money on things we probably would have considered spending money on in the past, right? So I think if you take a look at, say, when games were, let's use an example. Say when games were like $60 AAA price tag, right? And now Nintendo is raising the prices to $80 to $90. So, for instance, the new Donkey Kong game coming out for the Nintendo Switch 2. If it was a $60 game, I think that there would be a lot more people that would have probably taken a look at a game like that and gone, yeah, it looks good enough to spend that amount of money on, you know? As opposed to how many people actually look at it at $20 higher than that and go, probably not going to spend $80 on a title like Donkey Kong. Yeah? Now, there are still titles that people will buy at those raised prices, but I think it's safe to say that there are a lot of titles that people are not going to consider buying now that prices have gotten so high that they probably would have considered maybe purchasing prior when the prices were a little bit lower. You know what I mean? I think that consumers are getting more frugal with their spending habits on video gaming products as they get more expensive, more decisive with how to best spend your video gaming budget as things get more expensive. You almost have to. It's kind of crazy. You know? I mean, at this rate, considering how quickly hardware prices are going up, how quickly software prices are going up off the shelf, how much we're getting monetized in games with battle passes, microtransactions, expansion content, you name it. And look, there are a few companies out there that are still doing right by us, but a lot of them are just looking to ring us for anything they can, right? With all of this stuff that's going on, it feels like it's very, very quickly becoming a segment of entertainment that, unless you're wealthy, you won't be able to enjoy a large amount of the content that comes out on release. You know what I mean? The average consumer will probably have to wait for sales. I think we're already at a point where the average consumer is at that breaking point of needing to wait until sales happen. And that brings up another good point. A lot of Nintendo products don't go down in price. So the very rare discount that you get on Nintendo products, right? I don't know, man. The industry keeps talking about how nobody's buying anything. We have to keep laying people off. What are we going to do? But all these companies keep raising prices. For me, that equation does not correlate to bringing the industry back into a successful revenue state, you know? Getting the consumer and player base into a, you know, parallel state with a lot of these publishers and developers. It's you know, getting them to make money again. There's something about this equation that doesn't make sense to me. I don't know, man.